Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roaddoor.com. With your morning horn disease, just sip of Chaga C60 coffee. All right. Yesterday I misspoke in my video. I was talking about the January 6th Buy Silver, Free America drive, and I said February. I kept saying February. I don't know why. January 6th is also not. I'm not going to talk about what the Democrats want it to be, but it's also a very big court case supposedly will be ruled upon by the Supreme Court, and it has to do with the constitutionality of the Biden election, which will be really interesting because I was surprised that even got to the Supreme Court, and then the fact that they are ruling on it on that day, it tells you a lot. Again, I've been through this stuff so many times. There's been so many moments. It's all going to happen now. It's all going to happen now. And 20 years later, here I am still fighting to free the price of silver. But it's coming. It is coming. We're a lot closer than we were today. The bankers, as I said, by the end of the year, they want to get silver down in the $21 range. Depends who has got the power of the mouse these days. Could be the good guys. Could be the bad guys. BMO Capital, Bank of Montreal, was the naked short in silver for all this time, and that was proven out again. Again, here they are, BMO Capital, the last 2 delivery days of the year, delivering 19 more. As you can see right here, BMO Capital, off the charts delivery month for them. Almost, at the end of the day, it's going to be close to 10 million ounces of silver that they had to deliver. Why are they even in silver? Look at this, 1,467 contracts that they had to deliver, and pretty much nothing all year, and probably the history of BMO Capital. This is what the CFTC, calls, the structure of the market is the rigging of the market. When Rustin Benham said the structure of market was able to tap down the price of silver, it's the rigging of the market. It's, hey, BMO, you take the hot potato this time. Tell you what, we'll give it back in gold. What? Bix, what did you say? We'll give it back in gold. You lose money on your silver, and we'll give it back in gold. So let's look at BMO Capital right here. They definitely lost in silver, had to deliver almost, let's see, it would be almost, not 10, it's 750, 7.5 million ounces. But let's see, go up to gold. That's the key. This is what these criminals do. They'll say, okay, you do this. You sell short on silver, but we'll give it back to you in gold or another asset type. And this month it was gold. So let's go to the gold contract, which we are right here, gold futures. Obviously, it doesn't take much to make your money back because the gold futures are so much higher in value. But look, there it is. They took delivery of 1,883 gold contracts. There's your payoff for BMO Capital. Losing silver, winning gold. Hello, CFTC. We can see right through your stupid plan. Anyway, volumes are going down and down and down on the COMEX because nobody wants to trade in that thing. Truthfully, the volumes were all the banks trading back and forth anyway, so what does it even matter? The criminality is shocking. Still 200 contracts waiting to be delivered. That's 1 million ounces. There's still 1 million ounces at the last days of the whole month. So somebody, if they had it in inventory, it cost them the entire month's storage costs. Clearly, BMO didn't have it in inventory. That's why they waited to the end of the month, and now they're scrambling to find it. They'll find 1 million ounces. No problem. Or they'll just put it into EFR, exchange for risk. That's what Bank of America did with 2,000 contracts, 10 million ounces at the beginning of the month. You remember when we talked about that? It's all a con. It's all a fraud. Welcome to the United States of America. Welcome to our sound financial system. Really interesting things going on in silver. When do I think it'll break out? I don't know. We need the COMEX to shut down, and that could be any moment, truthfully. Most likely it'll be after the 31st when they have to market their book. But I don't know. January 6th would be a good day. That's why we go out and we buy silver on January 6th to free America. No, I don't think. I mean, Max Kaiser did this 10 years ago, and supposedly it was 10 million ounces that got bought on the physical side additional. And 10 million ounces doesn't do anything when the futures and options right now, I mean, the low volume, low open interest, but the volume of, 46,873 contracts. Remember, Max Kaiser had at least 10 million ounces bought during his drive. Look how much trades, 46,873 times 5,000 per contract. 234 million ounces just traded yesterday on the COMEX. So 10 million ounces doesn't really factor into price because price is determined by the criminals at the COMEX and not by supply and demand, which is illegal under commodity law, but our regulators don't seem to think that that's important. So, like I said, I've always said, silver will not be freely traded until the COMEX shuts down. And it could, and it will. These people are up a creek without a paddle. Everybody knows that's why all the inventories around the world are disappearing. Where are they going? They're going into private hands. They're going to the Elon Musks of the world who can't run his company without silver. They're going to Warren Buffett's of the world that want to save America from the criminal cabal. Buffett tried to take down the cabal back in the 90s. They had him on a technicality when he bought a company called General Re, insurance company. They were going to bust him, so he had to give up his 130 million ounces of silver to the cabal. That's when they created the ETF, SLV, for silver. And everyone's like, where did that silver come from? Where did 100 million ounces of silver come from to start the ETF? It was stolen by the bad guys from Warren Buffett. And now Warren Buffett, I think he's getting his revenge. There's a lot more revenge that he wants to get with the relationship with his father and the banking cabal. Yeah, Buffett clearly is anti-bank and pro-America, if you ask me. I'm out. This theory of mine, I've been talking about it for a very long time. Remember why Buffett bought silver back in 1999, 1998 timeframe? Secretly. Nobody knew he had it until all of a sudden he announced that he had sold it. But the reality was, what was going on was that silver was in a deficit, meaning more is being consumed than was being mined and recycled. And everyone's like, no, Buffett's like, this is obvious. Obviously, the price has to go up. That's the only thing that has to be fixed. That's where we are again. Right now, we are in a silver deficit. Last year, year before, and it's projected out at least 2 more years. Silver deficit, probably more, because they're not letting the price go up. And with the price of energy, it takes energy to mine metals. If your costs keep going up, you're not going to make more. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's what's going on. Good stuff there. Also, keep an eye on the snowstorm is really bizarre. What Southwest did, they had twice as many cancellations as everybody else. And things like this memo was leaked. We have received unusually high number of absences, sick call-ins, RPAs, etc. Nobody wanted to go to work. If you're making the minimum wage that pilots don't make much at all, which is very scary because you risk your life every day with them. Why would you go in? You can make more just sitting on your ass and getting unemployment from Biden. So, yeah, everybody said there was a sick out basically at Southwest, and that screwed everything up, along with the storm, along with a lot of things. The conspiracy guys saying, oh, they were arresting the bad guys. We've heard that for a very long time. Might be true, might not be true. It doesn't matter. Hasn't changed anything. I do think we're going to see some change in our government come the beginning of the year, because Democrats don't want the Republicans in charge of anything. They don't want them investigating anything. And the Republicans want the Democrats gone. And then there's the deep state that are both Republican and Democrat. And everybody wants those assholes gone. So, yeah, it'll be interesting beginning of the year. Hang on to your hats. And here's a good one. Alameda wallets become active days after SBF bail. Community mulls foul play. Of course it's foul play. Sam Bankman-Fried has the keys to the private wallets. If you have the private key, boom, you can transact. And I mean, this is a huge. If this wasn't sanctioned by the trustee of the bankruptcy, huge fuck up, like massive. If they didn't switch wallets to a secure wallet after SBF left, knowing that he could get in at any time and move funds and move it to a coin scrambler and never even know where those coins went. That's a huge fuck up by the trustee, like the biggest you can possibly make with a crypto company. So Sam Bankman-Fried gets out on, he had $250 million bail. He didn't pay any of it. Zero. He didn't pay any. His parents put up the house that they owned that I think Stanford University actually had the title to, because they were both living on campus and all that. But that doesn't matter. That was only $4 million house. Where's he going to come up with, 15% you need at least? Which is $32 million? He didn't come up with any of that. There was supposedly promises made by the parents and some rich friends that they would put up the money. Excuse me, why isn't this motherfucker in jail? And then he gets out, and all of a sudden, a couple days later, money is being moved around. Hundreds of millions of dollars in cryptos are being moved around to places that washes money, washes coins so that nobody knows where they came from. The trustee will be literally strung up for this. The moment they got in there, they should have taken all the crypto wallets and put them into new wallets. Transferred it into new wallets so nobody could touch them. Except the people in charge of the bankruptcy. This is not rocket science, you idiots. It looks like he didn't do that. Because if the trustee is moving these cryptos to a washing wallet and in places where they can launder it, that's 500 times worse. Then you have a trustee that's in on the game. So it's the trustee has, and it's clear these wallets are moving money, and they're moving money to various sites to wash it into Bitcoin. It better be the trustee that's doing it, and they should make an announcement if they're doing it. And then why are they washing it into Bitcoin? What is it? Which coins are moving? There was a lot of ETH, and there was a lot of the criminal Tether. ETH and Tether. I mean, Tether's a fictitious coin anyway. It's a joke. I think Tether has a lot to do with how Bankman-Fried got his money. They just gave him Tether. Said, don't even give me collateral. Because he gave him back $38 billion worth of Tether. Where's the $38 billion of the collateral that he put down to buy it? Collateral or... I mean, Tether makes money off that. Where is it? There's a lot still to come out, but a lot of skullduggery looks like going on right now. Remember, the deep state controls all this, and they're still in power. At least maybe. If Biden's still the president, then the deep state is still in power. If Biden is not the actual president and something else is going on, like I saw him get signed in 5 minutes before noon on Inauguration Day. Power doesn't transfer until after noon on Inauguration Day. That's when you sign in, after 5 minutes before. And they had the clock right up there. I'm going, what the hell? Why is he signing in 5 minutes early? Because it's null and void. It was not. I know it sounds weird. And a lot of people say nothing happens at the White House anymore. It's all off campus in the studios nearby. This crazy world. Crazy, crazy. Anyway, that's what's going on. Keep an eye on silver. Yeah, I'd expect it to get down to $21, but it won't stay there much longer. I don't think much longer at all. We are looking for the collapse and shutdown of the COMEX. Cliff High's dollar days, $5 days. We had a dollar day, which was nice. I would see another dollar day after the new year and then into January, February timeframe. I'm looking for the $5 days. That's when the COMEX shuts down because of counterparty risk. Remember, for every one of the contract held long, there's a contract held short. Now, the big month right now is March, 113,000 contracts. You got to remember that probably 100,000 of those 113 are just banks trading metal back and forth, trying to control and destroy the price. But there are some people still pulling metal out of the COMEX. So keep an eye on everything. Everything is an illusion. And check your road Ruta on and off. Check out the article I wrote on the secret hidden meanings in the new $100 bill. Really interesting for those who understand what's going on in the Grand Canyon with the gold. There's massive amounts of gold in the world. It's not 200,000 tons like Jeffrey Christian tells you. It's more like 2 million tons. I've been guessing 2 million tons for a long time, but it could be more, it could be less. There's just a lot of secret gold out there. Read Peggy and Sterling Seagrave's book called Gold Warriors. It'll give you just a hint of some of the gold that's hidden. And that was about 300,000 tons, well above Jeffrey Christian's number of 200,000 that have ever been mined in the world. It's such bullshit. Such bullshit. And then the Chocolate Mountain gold that is in a military base. Obviously, the Grand Canyon gold that has been locked up for over 100 years. A whole bunch of stuff going down. Go check out that article and the discussion of all the gold and written in gold right on the bill. Here, let's take a look at it real quick. Right on the bill, it is written, the part in the Declaration of Independence, right here, written in gold, right there, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness, written right here in gold on the new $100 bill. What is going on, my friends? We are changing. Everything is changing. Get ready for it. This is Bix Weir. I'll talk to you later.